It's Monday, April 10th, and a week after Apple placed a massive order for OLED iPhone screens with arch-rival Samsung, Google has apparently gone and done pretty much the same thing, except with Korean tech giant and arch-rival LG. And guess what? Yep, Electronic Times is reporting that the order is for curved screens, just like Apple. And again, we are expecting the OLED screens, likely meant for a new Pixel phone, to wrap around the edges of the device. How many screens? Well, while Apple's order topped 90 million, and perhaps many more later on, no figures were released on the Google LG order, but Google is reportedly paying nearly $900 million for the order, so we'll just guess and say a whole lot of them. When the original Pixel phones debuted, Google was often caught short on stock. Just like Apple, looks like they're hoping to have a lot of phones on hand when it debuts, perhaps later this year. Ford is rolling out a new car for police departments, and, not surprisingly, it's a Ford Fusion Hybrid. How will they ever catch any bad guys while driving a lethargic hybrid? Well, to borrow a few lines from a classic movie, this is no ordinary hybrid. This thing is pursuit rated. It's got a cop motor, cop tires, cop shocks, skid plates for driving over curbs, and it's made in 2017, so it'll run good on regular gas or, on electricity. Cop cars burn up to 60% of their gas just sitting in idle, and since the engine in the Ford Hybrid is off while it's idling, Ford says each car should save police departments nearly $4,000 in gas per car per year. Ford called the Fusion Hybrid a police responder and says it's more for urban duties despite its pursuit rating. Out on the open roads, big-bore all-gas cop cars like the 150-mile-an-hour Dodge Charger will still chase down the bad guys. So the Samsung Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus is finally out, and since it's packing as much cutting-edge tech as Samsung could cram into the thing, it must be a real hot rod when it comes to performance, right? Well, maybe. According to a side-by-side speed test posted by Everything Apple Pro on YouTube, the Galaxy S8 came in second on multiple speed tests against an iPhone 7 Plus, despite having more RAM and other up-to-date features. The S8 runs 4 gigs of RAM and the Snapdragon 835 quad-core processor at 2.35 GHz, while the iPhone uses Apple's proprietary in-house A10 chip and only 3 gigs of RAM. So, how is it winning? There's so many variables outside of pure processor speed: how the OS works, speed of RAM, graphics processing, and so on. Overall, the phones were pretty close in performance. The S8 is still a fast phone. We just felt it was interesting that an older competitor was still faster in almost every test they could come up with. Hit the link to watch the whole video. That's it for DT Daily today. We've got more news on our Facebook page and YouTube channel, and be sure to check out our computing podcast, Close to the Metal, live on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow.